All right, everybody, how's it going? Back with another one. I thought I'd do a little introduction and background for the channel this week and talk about how I got back into skateboarding recently and why I started the channel. So back in August of 2020, I picked up my first new Christmas complete in about 20 years. I probably skateboarded seriously the last time in about middle school. And throughout high school, I kind of got into BMX and then mountain biking in college and hadn't found my way back to skateboarding until just about 6 months ago. And then the madness started. I started out with an Ashad twin tail real skateboard with venture trucks and the same OJ 95A wheels that I've been riding. I had no clue who Ashad Ware was. I had no idea what a twin tail was. I kind of was the stereotypical person who walked into the board shop and picked a deck based on the graphic. And they had some of the graphics left over that were the BMW art from Ashad's twin tail from a couple years ago. And the other thing that I enjoy a whole lot is cars. So I looked at that deck, I said, yep, this is the one, let's go. The guys in the shop, shout out to Cutting Edge here in Connecticut, really helped me out. The associates were very helpful, picking out wheels for basically somebody who's a beginner all over again. So I'll have to go through at some point the history of all the boards I've skated since that Ashad twin tail deck. And you know I'm on the real Ashad Cathedral right now, still a popsicle shape. And I went through a couple different twin tail shapes and will probably go back to a twin tail here in the very near future. So why did I start a YouTube channel here in 2023? I thought it'd be really cool to connect with other people who are my age or older that have just started skateboarding again. There's plenty of us out there on the internet, and there's plenty of us at the park every time I show up. So I initially started videotaping myself learning kickflips in slow motion because I know my flick has a tendency to flick down. It's a habit that I have from growing up. In the late 90s, there weren't resources out there to learn how to do tricks properly. I still have some Tony Hawk tip trick DVDs, but by and large, everybody was figuring it out on their own. And so I had come up with this kickflip method where you pop and I would kick my front foot down as hard as I could to get the board to spin and land back on it. And that worked. And boy, muscle memory is something special because all these years later, I'm still learning to undo that and roll my ankle up and kick forward. So I started out making videos to help myself, looking at how my tricks were progressing, videotaping my kickflip practice, sending quick clips to my brother to say, hey, check it out, I got a kickflip today in the garage with the skate trainers on. Hey, I did a pop shove it today, that sort of thing. And then I decided, why not just post this stuff on social media? So I came up with the channel, started making shorts, and here we are, a couple full-length videos later. The other side of this is I really enjoy photography and videography. So if you're like me, if you're thinking about skateboarding, if you have skateboarded in the past, or you want to get back into it, I can't recommend it enough. There's just something so satisfying about the physical and the mental battle of trying a trick over and over and over again and practicing and grinding and getting injured and then coming back and finally landing that trick. It's something special and it's really hard to put into words. I know a lot of people are timid to go to the park for the first time. I've had nothing but great interactions with everybody so far at the parks. People are just there to have fun. They don't care whether you can do kick flips or pop shove-its or grinds or ollies or manuals. It doesn't matter. Everybody's there to have fun. Everybody is on their own journey within skateboarding at a certain period of time, and it's still a blast. It doesn't matter. You could fall every run. And when you do finally land that trick, everybody at the park will be there to give you a hand and congratulate you. So I encourage anybody who's interested to really take a hard look, just get out there and get started.